Hello everybody, welcome back. This is another 2 for Tuesdays video where we basically take 2 news stories for the week. We discuss them, we chat about them, we have a bit of crack. So yes, without further ado, let's get right into it. 2 for Tuesdays, roll the intro.
First story, David Dobrik. If you've been living under a rock, YouTube sensation David Dobrik has lost all his sponsors and has basically been cancelled. So basically he used to do his daily vlogs, and he done a daily vlog where basically, what do you call his mate?
Jason Nash and Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom. It was like, he's a bit of a creep.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Basically what happened was they done this video where Dirty Dom had put up on his Instagram story about, he's like, oh, who wants to have a foursome with me? And these girls basically came around, and David Dobrik done a whole vlog about it. David Dobrik was supposed to have sent people to get alcohol, but the girls were underage, under drinking age. I think they were 18, 19 in America.
Which is underage. So
basically one of them got really drunk and basically wasn't fit to give her consent, and your boy Dirty Dom basically was sexually assaulted her.
Yeah. I think the whole thing that came about, the whole thing was obviously they had got them drunk, and then he came in, and apparently she was in the room, and he was like, do you want to just do it? And she was like, no. And then I don't know what they actually ended up doing, whether like what exactly happened, like, but yeah, the whole skit was just basically around him having this foursome with all these girls, and like the video like came out, and like he came out of the room and all, and was all like sweaty and all, and it was like meant to be all funny and all, and then fast forward 6 months, and
she basically said he got their consent to put it up, apparently, David Dobrik, and what happened was like 6 months later she basically came out and was said like she believes she was sexually assaulted because she was in no fit state to give her consent, and now he's been cancelled. It's
a bit of an awkward vibe because he was doing so well, like he was raking in dough, and then now he's just been dropped. Like he's been dropped by EA, who gave him the car. I think SeatGeek's distance, which was a big one because that was how he managed to give the Teslas to everybody.
Sponsor.
Everybody's just dropped him, and then he came out and he done like a 2-minute apology video on the views.
Hey guys, it's David. I want to come on here real quick and address some conversations that have been going on.
But he didn't actually come out and even do it on his main channel, which is like over 10 million subscribers. He done it on like the Views podcast channel first,
right? And
it was like a 2-minute 40-second video, and everybody was like, what the heck, like what is this? Because it was a bit of a pathetic excuse for actually like apologizing. And then I think he realized, and then a few days later he came out in the main channel and done like a full apology video. Like he has literally got to where he is now because of AG content.
Yeah.
And then it's exactly like Logan Paul came out and was basically like that time where Logan Paul obviously done the whole Suicide Forest video, and then afterwards David Dobrik met up with him and was like sort of taking the piss. And then Logan Paul actually said in his podcast like 8 months ago, was like, you just wait, your time will come.
David goes, oh, you edited the Suicide Forest video. Like, David, shut the fuck up, dude. For real, like, time to move on. We get it, you're hot shit now, but I think I can speak for everyone who knows you. If you keep this attitude up, your time is coming.
Yeah.
And now we're here. So it's awkward vibes.
The whole thing is like, because he was David Dobrik, everyone was obviously wanted to be in his vlogs, and like everyone's cancelling him now because like he's basically took advantage of people, and like he's sort of letting on as if he didn't know what he was doing. But like H3 podcast, like he was basically saying like, how could you not know?
But did they come to the house knowing that they were going to get into a threesome?
I think that sort of came. I think the way their vlogs are basically done is like that's basically what people have been saying is they obviously just came because they wanted to meet David, and then like they didn't like sign up to be in a fucking foursome. That whole H3 podcast where with him and your girl. I've just
cash grab.
Definitely like just rinsing David Dobrik for ages. Like she's been saying for ages about like how he's done some shady shit.
She's a crazy woman,
but she is crazy.
She's crazy. Like there was this video that surfaced from David Dobrik's vlogs where it was basically Trisha was just like, oh, I don't care if like even if Jason doesn't want to like sleep with me, I force him to. There are some people who are kind of like now like on her side.
Yeah,
like, and that's the strangest thing because she is like just mad. The thing that kind of is annoying me is the whole like, obviously whenever Logan Paul done what Logan Paul did, like the whole Suicide Forest video, that was a major mess up. Like that was just blatantly like that. You couldn't even say that was like an overstep. Like that was kind of like oh, I didn't realise what I was doing because there's literally a dead body there and you filmed it. Like, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah.
Whereas the David Dobrik one is obviously, like, I would say he's just been so caught up in making content that he has just overlooked this and really messed up. But now people are just out to get him because, like, it's the same thing. Like, you rise so far and then people just don't want you to go any further. Like,
do you think he deserves to be cancelled?
I don't think anybody deserves to be, like, it ties it back to the whole Caroline Flack thing. Why does everybody get to dictate, like, you know, you've messed up, you've made your apology, like, everybody makes mistakes, like, regardless of how small, big, whatever they are, and I'm not defending him, I'm not saying that what he did, you know, was cool or whatever, because it wasn't, but at the same time, like, you imagine a couple of weeks from now, this gets far worse, and he does end up doing something to himself.
Yeah.
How many of them people who are originally wanting him to be cancelled will come out and be like, oh, he done so well, like, he give money to homeless, he donated iPads to kids who are in school, he gave people Teslas. How many people are going to come out and be like, oh, he was a good lad?
Yeah.
But then 30 days ago I wanted to, you know, string him up. I think the best way to go about it for him is to, like, realise what he's done and how he's made a mess, and then learn from it, and then use that to, like, educate other people to be like, right, if you think you're doing this and it's cool, don't do it, because, like, I don't think people see the bigger aspect. Like, I don't think 6 months ago they probably would have saw that as being an issue.
But I don't think you can be so naive and be like, oh, I didn't know that I had the power. Like, he obviously knew. Like, he was getting millions of views a day. Like, you know, I think that there's the only thing I would say is, like, I think that's bullshit when he's like, oh, I honestly didn't understand. It's like, you fucking would have known. On to the next story.
The next story, speaking of Jake Paul, is the whole Jake Paul Ben Askren thing, which we should touch on, because if I'm honest with you, we've seen a big change where Jake Paul used to come in and act the big guy. I don't like him, but yesterday or the other day, whenever he done that press conference with Ben Askren, he kind of was a bit defensive. I think he got in his head.
There's that clip of him, like, saying, you're just living in your brother's shadow and all this here. Do you think you're a better fighter than him? And, like, did he not push you around when you were a kid? And, like, Jake Paul just is sitting there and, like, sort of starts laughing.
He kind of came up in his brother's shadow. He was trying to fill his brother's footsteps. You know, his brother is a lot more talented, has a larger following.
I would love to be Logan. Logan's a great kid. Both stars, both taking over the world at a young age.
Okay, so when Logan's little brother called me out,
I think how to handle
the
him,
thing I think will get on Jake Paul's tits is the fact that, like, Jake Paul's used to going in and riling people. Like, even the whole KSI thing, like, even when he was, like, kind of going at him, and he kind of has this Conor McGregor type thing whenever he was fighting Khabib, where it's like, I am the guy, and, like, you'll bow to me type thing, whereas your boy Ben Askren's like, you are a nobody. When you flip it on his head, though, he has
3 people.
Jake Paul has, like, he said some things and they have ended up being true, like, despite who he's fought. But, like,
you can't despite who he's fought. He's fought a basketball player on a fucking few YouTubers, and he thinks he's gonna fight an actual trained UFC fighter. Like, this guy is gonna kill him. Like, he's gonna kill him, and I think he knows it. He's fucking scared.
Did you see the
the standoff?
And after that,
ass.
and Jake Paul, like, a wee sneaky going up the side.
36.
And he just jumped back, and he's like, you could see the fear in Jake's eyes. Like, he's like, oh fuck, I'm dead.
And then, like, from one angle, it looked like Jake Paul just literally spanked him. He was just literally like, "What are you doing, bitch?" And then afterwards, he was like, so I hit him with a jab, and he was like, "Yo, bro," and I was like, "No, you didn't." He literally just, like,
he slapped him in the belly. But did you see the clip of, like, Ben Askren? He's like, the first time they meet, and Ben Askren's, like, lying on the table, and Jake Paul comes in with his entourage, and there's like 30 of them. They're like, "Yeah, bro, yeah." Everyone's all hyped, like, and Ben Askren's just lying on the table. What does Jake Paul say to him when he comes in? He's like, "You're a fucking pussy" or something.
He keeps on going. I swear to God, if I hear him say this one more time, I'm going to turn the TV off. He keeps on going, "This is the fight game.
This is a fucking fight game. You pussy ass bitch."
Bitch. That there. And you're just sitting there going, like, this man has fought MMA. Like,
he was signed by the UFC. He was in the UFC. Like, he's not like, this is the fight game. You fought a few YouTube boxings, and this guy's actually fought in the UFC a number of times.
But I think what Jake Paul's only real lifeline is the whole thing where, like, Ben Askren obviously got knocked out within 5 seconds by Masvidal.
I know, but, like, literally
and,
that there,
like,
knee to the face thing, if that was anyone got caught by that, you're dead. Like.
Yeah.
But, like, like Jake Paul, I think he's severely fucked up here because he's gonna fight him, and I think Ben Askren is gonna kick his fucking.
Yeah.
And then like, what does he do after that? Because at least if he'd fought KSI, you're sort of like, right, you have a bit of a chance here.
Yeah.
But like, if he fights Ben Askren, he's gonna have to be begging for people to fight him. Like, everyone's just gonna be like, you're just wrote off now.
Especially the way Ben's going on about it. Like, it's not as if Ben's like hyping it away up and people are expecting him to win. Like, Logan, Jake's coming in. He's coming in with all the talk. Like, people are expecting him to do things. Like, and if he doesn't, he's gonna look like a dick.
I know, exactly.
Well, April 17th, we'll be watching it. I would say a pile of other people will be watching it, and I would say we'll probably do a full podcast or something on it afterwards. But like, I honestly hope he gets his head kicked in.
I did like him until now. It's just Ben's made a dick out of him. Like.
Yeah,
he just looks like such an idiot. Like.
It's almost as if Ben Askren knows exactly how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, he just seems so calm.
Time will tell, boys. Time will tell.
That's it.
Yeah.
Another 2 for Tuesdays.
Done.
Sort
it. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, we'll see you in the next 2 for Tuesdays.